Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut. Well, it seems that the Texas Rangers ace, Jacob deGrom, is hurt. He's got a problem with his left side. Before we get into this video, I'm going to need you to subscribe to this channel and like this video. I do plenty of Mets content on here and Major League Baseball, and this is the kind of channel you want to subscribe to and follow. I'll give you everything you could possibly want out of a Mets channel. Trades, free agent signings, Mets history. I got everything here. So this is the channel you want to subscribe to. The aforementioned channel if you want to follow the New York Mets. But I would mention that the last 2 years I was talking about how Jacob deGrom didn't want to be here anymore. He wanted to just sort of opt out, which he did last November. And he signed a big 5-year contract, $185 million to go to the Texas Rangers. Good for him. Now, I've done videos on Jacob over the last few weeks talking about how he had some other agenda, some other reason why he left. Well, the biggest reason he left was because, well, it was several reasons. A lot of it's conjecture on my part. I don't think he was happy here in New York. I don't think he was happy with the new ownership. I think he really enjoyed playing for the Wilpons. I also think the expectations here have changed to where if he didn't pitch well, the media wasn't going to get on him too much. They would get more on the Mets and on the Wilpons. So he kind of had a little cover. Plus, I don't think the culture here had changed, and he didn't want his family being here. Be that as it may, he did take more money and years from the Texas Rangers. 2 years ago, prior to the 2021 season, he sat down with the New York Mets and was telling him that he was going to opt out of his contract if he didn't get an extension. Now, at the time, he was asking the Mets, believe it or not, a 5-year extension. The new ownership with Steve Cohen and at the time Sandy Alderson said to him, look, we want you here, but we don't want to give you 5 years. We want to give you 3 years. It was at that point that deGrom decided he didn't want to stay here, and he was hell-bent on signing a 5-year deal with somebody. And he did that. Now, there's a lot of question marks. He sort of said, he told Buck Showalter I wanted to come back to the Mets. But when the Mets went back to him and asked him, look, we want to bring you back. But he didn't want to negotiate with them. He basically told them, his agents told the Mets that, look, we are too far down the road with the Rangers. And that basically was it. And then that December night, it was announced to the world that he was signing with the Texas Rangers. Well, now, as I clear my throat, you got to clear your throat when you do this. It seems that he threw a side session in Arizona, and he felt a little pain in his left side. And I guess Arizona's had some very unusual weather. We've had unusual weather here in New York, but it was like 30 degrees. It's been raining a lot where they're playing, and their spring training facility. So Chris Young, the former Met and the general manager of the Rangers, said, look, shut it down. Shut it down. And they did that. Now, as a Met fan, we all know that he's been hurt a lot of years. We know that he had this big injury in the minor leagues where he had to get Tommy John surgery. He had to get surgery in 2016, I believe, to clear out I don't know, was his shoulder or his elbow. 2018, he had an injury, dislocated his throwing shoulder on a swing. 2019, he missed some time. 21, he missed half a season with various ailments. And then, of course, he missed the first half, really the first 4 months of last season, for all kinds of injuries. He's like the operation game at this point. All they need to do is put his face on the box and not the guy in the operation game. So he has had a lot of injuries, which is the biggest reason the Mets did not want to give him a 5-year deal. Remember something. Nobody knows a player better than the team that drafts him, gets to know him, establishes him in the big. This goes for any player. So they know him up and down. They know his medical history, everything about him. So the Mets are not, I don't think anyone's surprised. I don't think one Met fan is surprised by this. I haven't gotten one comment when I did that little short of him the other day saying, well, I'm shocked. Was not expecting the deGrom to get injured. I think everybody was surprised he didn't get injured. He hasn't thrown like a full bullpen session. He had pitched a side session for the Rangers, and he's hurt. I didn't know what I could do. I mean, I'm glad he's not pitching for the Mets. Now, I would mention the Mets had two old guys in their rotation. Max Scherzer, who missed 10 starts last year, and, of course, the elderly Justin Verlander, who's coming off a Tommy John surgery 2 years ago. But they don't have this long-standing history of constantly being hurt, especially the last few years. So I would sort of temper that to a certain degree. But you feel bad for the guy, but you don't want to play here and you get hurt somewhere else. And that's all you can do. Mets fans was like, okay, good luck to you. Good luck to the Rangers. Because they learn very quickly how, like, every little thing bothers them. Everything hurts on them. You know. Oh, well. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Thank you, and I'll see you later.